going on, guys? TC Ty Killa here, and we are back for week 2 of my Killa Cup Dynasty. Missouri plays against visiting Toledo, and if you haven't checked out any of my videos before, definitely go check out a few more. Check out my channel, give me a like on this video, and subscribe as well, and also follow me on Twitter at TC Ty Killa. This week I just wanted to start out by kind of getting people's feedbacks of what you guys want to see in these videos. I kind of just carried on from what I was doing last game, and just showed the scoring drives of this one, as well as the crucial stats and injuries that came up as well. And then at the end I'll put like the team stats and the player stats up. I might do something like this where I talk about something in the first half of the game, and then in the second half I'll actually talk about the game and the gameplay and all that stuff. But like I said, I want you guys to tell me what you want. So if there's something that I'm missing that you guys really want to see, please let me know, and I'll do my best to put it in these videos so you guys can have the utmost enjoyance. I might do something like putting other user team scores in here just so they can get like a kind of recognition for being in the league, and just give an overall sense of how the makeup of the league is, and conference championship races and stuff like that. But yeah, I think next week I'll be talking about recruiting, and that's another thing I might want to put in here eventually down the road. I haven't recorded any recruiting because I wanted to do that at first, but then I kind of decided not to, in order to kind of not give away my secrets and the guys that I'm recruiting to my conference mates. But as you know, I'm a little bit behind on these videos, so that really doesn't matter too much at the moment. And yeah, I'm not going to talk about more recruiting because I am behind, and I might give some spoilers away about the season, so I'm not going to go there. I want to also talk about my schemes, playbook, and formation, stuff like that. And so I'll probably do that here in the next video or two. So one more time, if there's anything you guys want to see in my videos, please let me know. Anyway, we are playing Toledo, like I said before, in the MAC conference. They played Florida, one of our user teams, last week and got crushed. So they are 0-1, and we are coming off a 59-3 victory against an FCS team. And if you've been watching it at all, the first half has not been good to us. 3 interceptions, 1 fumble, and so we need to get that on track. And he didn't play as well as he did opening weekend in that sense. I'll talk about that in just a minute. Coming into this week, we were second in points scored at 59, 31st in total offense at 467, second in rushing offense 320, and on the defensive side, we're second in points allowed at 3 points, first in total yards allowed at 94, 8th in passing yards allowed 99, and first in rushing yards allowed at a -5. So great job on the defensive front for us last week. And going over some of Toledo's stats, the passing yards last week is 355, so that's something we need to keep an eye on coming into this game. And on the defense, they're all pretty lowly ranked, 100, 120. The rushing defense was almost last, so that's a big part of our game plan coming into this game, is to rush it down their throats, as we have a highly ranked rushing offense and they have a lowly ranked rushing defense. Even though it is week 1, that's something to kind of start your game plan off of. Last week, their key player was a wide receiver, Reedy. He had 9 receptions for 168 yards and a touchdown, so that is a guy to definitely keep our eye on and spotlight on the defensive side of things. So we're almost to half here, and you've probably seen those interceptions that have definitely cost us, but thankfully we're still in this game, and only field goals have been scored so far by both teams, as we have a 6-3 deficit here. And then we get a big play to LaDamian Washington, 49 yards for the touchdown, and we take the lead going into the half at 10-9. Damian Washington was our #1 receiver on the day, as well as the player of the game. He had 6 receptions for 99 yards and a touchdown as we get this interception right before the half, and I try to do my best to get this thing ran back, but I fail in that regard. So we almost have 200 yards at the half, while Toledo only has 50. So doing a very good job. We just need to limit our turnovers, and then we'll be able to take the ball down the field and score on these guys at will almost, because we should be able to. We are an SEC team, and they are a non-AQ team. So they start out with the ball first in the first, and you saw my safety dive there. I am horrible at tacking on the defensive end of things. That is something I need to work on personally. That there wasn't too bad. And Toledo's marching right down the field here. And we will stop them right around the red zone. And they will eventually kick a field goal to take, or only be down by 1 point. And there it is. James Franklin in this one. He did some good things, better than that was a horrible thing to say, but he did better in some stats on his passing game, and then he did worse. Obviously, you saw the injuries there, and I don't know why I said injuries, but I meant interceptions there. He had 3 interceptions, and he was the one who fumbled the ball, but he had a better completion percentage at 65%. He did get sacked 4 times, which is 3 more times than last time, but that is not entirely his fault, as Josey tries to battle it in here. But we have to settle for the field goal on that one. Josey had a huge drive that one, but we could only settle for 3. So back to Franklin. He finally scores a touchdown. He didn't get any last week, but he gets 1 through the air and 1 on the ground. And Toledo here battling at the end of the 3rd quarter, gets a huge scramble off their quarterback Owens and breaks a couple tackles right there towards midfield, and they are marching down once again, and they keep it pretty close here in the second half. We try to do those gameplay changes with the keeping the ball and just adding on to the running, but they do a good job on the defensive side as well as offensive side to keep up with us. And another horrible tackle by me, and thankfully that guy steps out of bounds right there, or he might have gotten a touchdown due to our sort of weird defensive misses on the tackling aspect of things, as well as just everything. I don't even know what I'm saying now. Murphy has a huge run back for us, 42-yard return, gets us good field position to start out this drive, a big drive we need here to close out the 3rd. And just an off-balance, horrible pass by Franklin. Instead of throwing it out of bounds, he throws it right down the middle. Not a good decision by me, but at least it works out to where it's an incompletion and not an interception. And here goes down Henry Josey after 13 carries. He will be out for the rest of the game with bruised ribs, but luckily for us, nothing more than the rest of the game. And we have Murphy still carrying the load of the team. Henry Josey will finish the day after his injury. He'll have those carries and a good chunk of our yards as well. And then our other back, Marcus Murphy, he'll have 8 carries for 71 yards, an 8.8 average, along of 15 and 17 yards after the carry. And so this gives us a little bit of a chance to put in our 3rd string core running back, give him some experience. I forgot his first name, but his last name is Stewart, and you just saw him a couple plays ago. So we're in the 4th quarter now, down by 3, and Franklin rolls right on 3rd down and scrambles into the end zone after not finding anyone open to receive the pass, and does a pretty good job of scrambling and getting in there. Toledo has a nice drive, but it stalls out with a punt, and we have to start from a 2 after a great punt from them. And we need a big drive here to ice the game over with 3 minutes left in the 4th. And I almost get sacked a couple times, or sacked in the end zone a couple times. But Franklin pulls it out and plays a great second half. No turnovers on his part. No turnovers by the whole team, in fact. So that is a very good aspect to take away from this second half, as we have a bye week next week to go into. And a huge play right there by Murphy. Huge climbing the ladder and catching that pass and then not being tackled, staying balanced. And he plays a huge role for us after Josey goes down. Thankfully, he's right there to fill in the void on this one. And we continue to march down the field just under 2 minutes as we get inside the red zone. Up by 4 at this point, trying to make it 10 or 11. And Washington, a huge catch in traffic right there. Down to the 4-yard line. Murphy will punch it to the 3. Can't go all the way in. And then we get another passing touchdown to Marcus Lucas, a 3-yard touchdown reception that'll put us up 27-16 after the point after with under a minute left. Toledo has no timeouts, and that will do it for the final score, 27-16 Missouri over Toledo, and we outgained them 429-239. And on the ground, 33 carries for 232 yards, even with the exit of Josey in the late third quarter. Our passing, 15 for 23 for 197 yards, and 2 touchdowns for James Franklin. And like I said, he had 3 interceptions and a fumble. We had 21 first downs in this game, so that was a huge attribute to have as we almost doubled their first downs. And time of possession was fairly even. We had 15 minutes and 33 seconds to their 12 minutes and 27 seconds. So bye week, like I said, going into next week, we need to just figure out a few things after the 59-3 beatdown of FCS East. In week 1, we go to this, a nail biter until the fourth quarter. We just need to sort some things out before we play Indiana in a few weeks. So thanks for watching, guys. And like I said, subscribe if you like it. And be sure to check back and check in on the Mizzou Tigers as we go through this 2013 season. Thank you.